Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing well at home. This is Pinky Sharma. Welcome to our channel. Our today's session is related to a poem, Night Voices. It is written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and he is famous for his suspense stories, for his thriller stories, and the famous character Sherlock Holmes is also his creation. So, shall we begin? Now, if you want to enjoy the poem, what you have to do, first put the curtains of your room, switch off the lights, and create a scene of darkness so that you will enjoy the poem properly. Let's begin. Father, Father, who is that a whispering? Who is it who whispers in the wood? You say it is the breeze, as it sighs among the trees. But there is someone who whispers in the wood. Now, this is the conversation of a father and a child. The author has not mentioned whether the child is a son or a daughter. So, for our convenience, we are going to assume it as son. So, the son and the father, they are conversing. The son is asking a question to his father. Father, who is that whispering? Who is whispering in the wood? Wood means forest, and whispering means to speak softly, for the sake of secrecy. And the child himself gives the answer. Father, you said that it is the breeze. It is the gentle wind, as it sighs among the trees. Sighs means to take a deep breath, like this, among the trees. But there is someone who whispers in the wood. So, father, the child, he has given the answer, what the father has said earlier, and then he is saying, but there is someone who whispers in the wood. But I am not satisfied with your answer, and I feel that someone is whispering in the forest. Father, Father, who is that murmuring? Who is it who murmurs in the night? You say it is the roar of the wave upon the shore. But there is someone who murmurs in the night. Now, in the second stanza, the child has replaced the word whispering to murmuring. Now, he is using the word murmuring. And he is saying, who is it who murmurs in the night? Murmurs means low sound, or the sound that is not clear. So, he is saying that someone is murmuring in the night. And he himself gives the answer from the father's side, that you said that it is the roar. It is the sound that is created by the sea waves when they touch the shore. That time, the sound that they create, you were saying that it is the sound of those sea waves. But I am not satisfied with your answer, but I feel that there is someone who is murmuring in the night. Father, I feel like that there is someone who is murmuring in the night. Now, the third stanza. Till here the poem is okay. Now the problem starts. Father, Father, who is that laughs at us? Who is it who chuckles in the glen? Oh, Father, let us go, for the light is burning low, and there is somebody laughing in the glen. Now the child is saying, Father, Father, someone is laughing at us. And who is laughing at us, we do not know. Who is it who chuckles? Chuckles means to laugh quietly, like this. In the glen. Glen means narrow valley. So someone is there in the valley outside and he is chuckling. Oh father, let us go. So father, we should run away from this place, for the light is burning low and somebody is laughing in the night, somebody is laughing in the wood, and at the same time the light is also burning very low, the light is also very dim, and there is somebody laughing in the glen. So we should run away from here. So in this stanza we have noticed that something wrong is there. Now in the concluding stanza, father, father, tell me what you are waiting for. Now in the last stanza the child is getting impatient and he wants to ask his father, 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 what are you waiting for? Tell me why your eyes are on the door. It is dark and it is late. You are continuously you are staring at the door. So the scene outside is dark and it is late at night also, but you are still comfortable sitting here, you are still quiet, you are not moving, you are not responding to any of my questions, and you don't seem scared also. So ever staring, ever smiling at the door. So why the father is smiling? We don't know. And he's having a mysterious smile on his face. So the child is scared of it. Okay, why the father is calm and full of peace? Why he is not reacting in such a situation? Why he is not moving? So in this last stanza, after reading the last stanza, we come to the conclusion that the author has left the poem without giving the answer. He wants the reader to imagine the consequences or the end of this poem. So the readers, they have lots of questions in their mind. Maybe the child is a psycho and he has created his own story, or maybe the father is dead and that is why he is not responding, or maybe so the viewer's imagination or the reader's imagination is required in this story. This is the story, this is the poem all about, and I hope you all have enjoyed it. So thank you, have a nice day.